Oh, do you know what? Just a quick short one, actually. Yeah, mid-flow, I'm actually cooking some food. But I had to say this. So when you dream, yeah, you recognize that the people in your dream, they're not real people, yeah? Any questions? Okay, good. They are projections of your own consciousness, yeah? So in your micro form, yeah, of consciousness, i.e. your unique perspective, yeah, your unique config, yeah, of physicality, you do the same thing that the macro version, i.e. God, pure consciousness, is doing every day in your waking world, in the waking world, yeah? We do the same thing when we go to sleep, okay? So when we leave here, yeah, quote unquote, here, and we're not here, because we're still attached to our form, our configurations, our perspective, our keyholes, if you like, yeah, we're still attached to it. We still carry out the same process that the big God does, but from that perspective of the keyhole. So when we dream, we create a whole world, bro. It has everything in it. Just like God is doing every day to your world. It has everything in it, but it's a dream. Do you get it? Now, here's the beauty. Those of you that are lucid dreamers or know how to lucid dream, you know what I mean. When you lucid dream, try and speak to the people or try and look at your face in the mirror. Yeah, you won't see anything. Yeah, your fingers turn to like 6 fingers and stuff. It's almost like the way ChatGPT creates images, bro. It's bonkers. Yeah. Now, here's the crazy thing. I was lucid dreaming the other day, and I found myself. I was like, oh yeah, I'm dreaming. And I was trying to remember here, this reality in the dream. And guess what? Bro, it was just as hazy and just hazy and blurry, like how dreams are when you wake up. And it made me realize, oh shit. It's the same thing. Both sides of the same coin. It doesn't matter. It's the same thing. There's no physicality to it. It's just an experience. Now, here's the thing. When, those of you that have got kids, or when you were kids and you used to like dream and you see a monster or a bad person or a witch or a vampire, it's your shadow. It's the part of you that you've created. It's your ego that you're encountering in that dream because you have fear within you. So when you project, fear, that fear takes a form. And it can be a snake or whatever you want, yeah? That's what it is. When you purge fear, which is animalistic in nature, when you purge it and you realize that you're all there is, and if you die, you die, and you're not afraid of anything, you would never have a nightmare again. I swear, bro, it's facts. And in fact, what you will start to have dreams where you start to see the parts of you need to work on to improve and keep ascending. So if you have a little bit of greed, a little bit of selfishness, a little bit of manipulation, a little bit of this, you start to have dreams in those themes, yeah? So like, for instance, you might have a dream where you see somebody manipulating somebody and you're like, that's a bit unfair. But that person is not anybody, it's you, yeah? Just scrambled and appearing in a different form as a person being manipulative. It's you. So when you wake up from that dream, address the manipulation in your own self because it's still there. That's why when you weren't in control of your body and you were dreaming, it got shown to you because the energy within you, which is voiceless, is trying to ascend that. That's why I projected it to you on the screen for you to see. Do you get it? Good. Now, in that realization, make sure you have dream journals. Yeah, I've been journaling my dreams for years, bro. And I think I can go back at least like 3-4 years, bro. Like, yeah, there were parts sometimes, there was a point in time when I wasn't very good. I was keep writing in one book and another book and another book and another book. But really, really do it. It will help you actually get in touch with your kind of like, big God, if you like, the higher version of yourself, yeah? The non-fractalized macro version of yourself, and you learn to see, because it always tries to show you the obstacles that you need to overcome. It has to, because it wants to overcome them, and you are the character it needs to overcome them. Yeah. So just to recap, when you dream, yeah, it's just a reality, just like this reality. Yeah. You do it in your dream. God is doing it in his dream, and you are in that dream. Yeah. 1 for 1. 2, everybody you encounter in the dream, even including the bad people, the witches, the wizards, it's you. Yeah. If you see anything that's scary, it's because you still have fear within you. Get rid of it. Yeah. If you see manipulation, greed, all those things, they are reflections of things inside of you that you need to deal with. Okay. Yeah. Those of you that have dreams and it's sex and all this other stuff, you are living in flesh. You're obsessed with sex. That's why you're having those sorts of thoughts and it's sorts of dreams. Yeah. Because it's within you. You're still attached to the flesh. Okay. What if it's not inside of you? It can't get projected outside of you. Okay. All right, cool. Let me go back to my curry chicken. Oh yeah, and also, you gotta realize that once you're sleeping, yeah, or you're dead, you access another world, yeah, which is not here. I'm just using the I'm using the word world loosely here, but you experience another reality, right? Which is not here, okay? And then in that reality, in those realities, i.e. when you die or you're no longer, or you're sleeping, yeah, i.e. the dream state, yeah. When you go into that reality, there is no physicality because your body is here, yeah? Your body is here, okay? We can agree that your body is here. Okay, fine. Now, when you drop the body and you go into this other place, the only thing that gives you physicality is what? Yeah? Hands, who's gonna answer the question? Don't let me name names, bro. The only thing that gives you physicality is your belief, yeah? So, what makes a dream possible, yeah, is belief. Because if you had no belief, you had no collective agreements, yeah, with your physical config, your unique perspective, your keyhole, you wouldn't dream actually. You would just be a world. You would just expand as a world and that's it. You just be a world that is just observing itself and experiencing itself simultaneously. Yeah? It's like a whole world that's just got the ability to look at itself from every possible place, every possible way, all the time. But it will be a whole complete world. And that's what would happen if you had no belief. So belief is necessary for physicality. We can agree that. Yeah? Now, when you go past or you start to believe too much, or you take on too many blind beliefs and you don't apply rationality and logic and you go into the emotional kind of like narrow lens of belief and you start to believe things blindly, that's when you start to fall into the animalistic state, because then you start to get attached to the dream. Yeah? Sleep was and will always be the closest cousin to death. It's a metaphor, it's a figure of speech, but it's trying to tell you that it's basically one and the same. Yeah? My ancestors are Akan people. We have a saying, I think I've told you this, I've said this before. We have a saying in our language that if you don't know death, look at sleep. Yeah? Tells you a lot. So even from that basis, you realize that there are two possibilities. Yeah? I've explained this previously. There's a here and there's a not here. Yeah? But the here and the not here, we experience them the same way. We do. Yeah? And what makes it possible is the belief we have in what we call the body. Yeah? The unique perspective, the keyhole, the config. That's what makes it possible. Otherwise, we would just be a whole world. So when I tell you that you are a fractalized version of the whole, you are the whole universe. Yeah? In a fractalized bubble. I'm not kidding. You're literally that. Yeah? The only reason why you don't think you're that is because you believe that you are your body, which makes experiencing yourself, which is the entire universe that you are, from your perspective, possible. That's the whole long and short of it, bro. I didn't even want to make a whole long video today, but there we go. You get me? So that's the truth, bro. Yeah? So you need to start dropping some of the beliefs. Yeah? As part of your ascension process. Yeah? Coming into communion with God. Yeah? Oneness. You need to start dropping some of the pointless beliefs. Yeah? Because the world you see, yeah, including its limitations, are not coming from the radio station or the TV station. It's coming from you. Okay? All your limitations are coming from you, because most of you are living life, constantly reversing, going back to some event and then replaying it and living back there and, pulling it back into this reality, going into the future, pulling an event, bringing it here. Bro, there is no future. There is no past. There's only the now. Our human brains, our unique perspective mind can't fathom it. It can't fathom it, that there's only one moment in existence. Yeah. And that one moment is a collection of cycles. Yeah. It's a collection of cycles. But the only kind of rational, logical way we can explain it to ourselves is this linear, stretched out thing called time, which comes with matter. It's almost like, think of it as like a space. Yeah. Matter and space is what gives a keyhole its kind of shape, if you like. Yeah. And we think in those terms, but those terms are actually kind of meaningless because they don't really mean anything. Yeah, it's the truth, bro. It's literally the truth. Okay, so recognize what it is. Yeah, and love y'all.